There's a couple of walkers on the main road right up there in the far distance, and I think it's that couple that passed me earlier on. She's got the blue jacket on, he's got the red jacket on, I think. Could be them two, because they walked along the main road coming away from the waterfalls when I was coming down the sheep trail. But that's that mine over there where you can see the arch entrance. It's the old lime kiln chimney. So I'll do a zoom shot of that now before I move on. And there's some dry pit rooms, I forget what they're called now, but there's no roofs on them. They're all separated by walls, but that's where they dry the peat out, peat rooms I think. So I'll take a zoom shot of that kiln. Plenty of cyclists out and about today, using the pathways along the crags here for the practice. I wonder if there's a big event coming up soon, because I'm sure I've seen something to do with cyclists practicing for events. And there's one sheep just above them on the rocks there at the cliff, just standing on the rocks watching other bikes come past. Have bloody strong legs for going out and doing them hills, I tell you. I mean, it's hard enough walking along here and I've been biking it. Right. So you can see how far up from the river I am now. There it is doing there, look, just coming around the corner. You can see the pathways all the way down the bottom there, where people have made their way along. Probably have had people going down there and camped on the grassy hillock down there, find a nice soft spot. And obviously with it being way down from the main footpath here, you get nobody pestering you down there. You look down on top of you, but it's not come down pester you. So they're going up to the top road that goes right along. And there's a bit of an old ruined building that's up the top of the hill. I've never seen that before, but you've got to be right high to see it. Right, so continue along this track along the middle of the hill here, heading for Gunnerside Village. Right, so there's some more waterfalls over there on the right hand side as I'm going back along. You see them coming down 6 to 8 foot drops, all the way down the bottom, look. Come here son, leave them. Leave them. Right, see if I can zoom in a bit to them. Lovely. That's looking back to where I've just come along from, and that bit there's really boggy, full of soft mud and water. Just had to plodge right through it. Right, so onwards and upwards we'll go, and I keep looking out for sheep on the way. At the moment it's none around here, so I've let him off the lead again, but there's some down there behind the wall, so I might have to put him back on his lead in a minute. So there's another fast moving stream coming downhill here, but you've got to get across. Come here son, come here. There you are, you can see the waterfalls coming down there now, look. It's coming over several steps coming down. You just got to step over this bit here where the dogs just plodge through. It's coming all the way down the hill, look. Just going round and round, snaking around till it gets to the bottom when it hits the main river, the Gunnerside Gill. And you can see down there it's going through the trees now. And where you see the ruins down the bottom right there, that means you're nearly back to the village. Not that far to go. So this time I'll be coming back through the church and coming along the pathway that leads to the bridge at the King's Head. So I'll put that in video for you as well, to show you which way you've got to come along the Gunnerside walk when you come this way to go to the ruins and the waterfalls and that. Oh, this bloody hell, look at this, look. This is all soft mud. Some stones in here to help you get across. That's it. I think there's another fast moving stream just here as well. Coming for here it is. This is the other one. This one's quite big as well because it comes tumbling down that many falls. You've always got the whitewater rapids coming all the way down, look. Once again it goes all the way down there, snakes its way through the hillside and then drops down the main river at the bottom. So this is a good water source. Lovely cold water. I've got my new filter as well, my new straw filter type thing, so if I run out of water I just fill it up out the river stream here and then drinking out my straw. It's got me nice and fresh cold water. And it tastes pretty nice as well. Better than the tap water are now. No chlorine, no oh, what's that other shit they put in it? Fluoride. They've got dentists asleep and all, like reading all about what fluoride in the toothpaste is good for your teeth and all that shit. And of course none of them take the time to do any searching on the internet and researching it. They just take what they're told from the textbooks that they get given from the elites world and not their own, so they're out of touch with reality. Right, so there's loads of whitewater rapids going down there underneath those trees there, look. So that's quite nice down there. Just where the corner of that wall meets. You hop over there and drop down. You can just see where that stream's running all the way downhill there, look. Cutting through the grass and then dropping down to the left. And it's got the last 25 feet through the grass reeds there to hit the river. Right, he's got his eye on the sheep doing there, look. I've got to watch him like a hawk. As long as it's not on the side of the wall, I'm alright for now, so I'll just leave him off. But just have to watch him. That breeze is coming along the pathway here. Keep us nice and cool walking along. As long as it doesn't rain until I get back to the car, I'll be happy. And a nice drive, peaceful drive home in daylight. With a bit luck, I shouldn't hit too much traffic. Going home on the A1. So the way I got here today was along the A194M onto the A1. I went to junction 60 and then turned right and went along the A688 toward Bishop Auckland. Passed through there and then headed down towards Barnard Castle. Drove through Barnard Castle, over the bridge at the traffic lights and then turned left. Then went up Church Lane and hit the junction with the A66 and turned right. Then straight away left 200 yards up and then brought us right over the moors to the CB Inn pub. And then I turned right after that and then head over towards past Surrender Bridge where I park the car normally. And then I dropped down past the pub called the Punch Bowl Inn and then turned right and came on to Gunnerside here, so I'll be going back exactly the same way, just retracing my steps on my tracks rather. Right, so a lot of the pathway here has collapsed and the fence is dropping to bits because of it. It's just hanging there, look. Loads of this side of the pathway has dropped down there, look. And I know about it because I try to do something about it. Couple of more waters coming along this way. Nice stroll in the afternoon. Here, come and get your stick, son. Here, get a stick. Get a stick, get it, son, get a stick. Good boy. Good boy. Afternoon.
Oh yeah, lovely, isn't it?
Enjoying your walk?
Oh yeah.
As long as it stays dry. Right, here we go. Right, so I come down to the bottom of the path where you come through a very, very thin gap in the wall, which I've just had to squeeze through, get the dog to go through first, then sort of try and find a foothold. With him standing on the rocks on the opposite side, it was bloody a nightmare, as usual. So, right, I'm now down to the old slag heaps and the old bits of buildings here, and an old bit of a house over there, and another one at the far side there. The river's wider here as well, but obviously you can imagine this when it's been pissing during the rain. You don't see this grassed area in the middle, it's totally covered in water, but that's where a load of people go down to the water down there, look. Right, so carry on along the path here. So that guy said it was 1:45, so I'll get back to the car by about 1:45. Then it'll take us about an hour and a half, maybe, to drive back home, depending on traffic. So it's going to be late afternoon by the time I get home. Then as soon as I get home, I may sit down, strip off my boots and get my dressing gown on probably, and sit at my computer and start rendering these videos after uploading them to my computer. So I can use Wondershare Filmora. I've got version 8.71, it's brilliant. Right, so I think I've got to get over a turnstile here now. So this is where the fun starts with the dog. I can't remember how I got over last time. Whoa, yeah, we've got loose stones. Ah, there's a big gap underneath the wire fence, look. That's how I got them through last time. I climbed over. Right. I'll bring you back. By bloody hell, this part of the pathway here is just like a stream, because there's loads of water coming down through the wall here. They're just flooding the path, going down. Look at this lot. Bloody hell. So these flagstones that you walk on are just buried in water. Oh, so it's going to be a nightmare walking along the top here, because it's all going to be slippery mud past these tree roots and nothing. It's normally bad anyway, but when you've got this much water running down, it's frightening. Slippery, slippery, slippery. So that's where it's running down. It's eroding away the land, look, because of the heavy water. Right, so along the top path we'll go, through these tree roots. This can be quite tricky, this part of the path. Especially for me with name balance. So if it gets further on where it's really bad for tree roots, I'm going to have to stop recording and keep two hands on me available in case I fall over. So he's getting his last bit of freedom running about backwards and forwards before we get in the car and drive home. So he's going to be shattered. Go to sleep in the back of the car hopefully. Come here son, come here. Come here. I don't want him going too far out of sight. Come here. Come here. But it's better for me when he's off the lead, he's not pulling us over. Come here son. Good boy. Where you been? Don't go too far. Come here. Come here. Don't go too far. Wait. 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 Right, down this slippery bit. That's it. Wait for me. Another climb over turnstile, look. At the bottom. And there's one part where you've got to go through a wall and through a gate, I think, so far along, then you come back through the wall further on. Can't remember, it's a long time since I've been along here in daylight. Right, come here son, come here. Well, he's got through the gap in the fence here as well, so I can just climb over. Come here, hi. Right, so that's down through the trees, over the roots and all that, and then over this climb over turnstile, and as you can see the slag heaps and those ruins I've just passed further up, and you're right back next to the water now, and you go through these ruins here where there's notice boards and information boards on what they were, how long ago, etc, etc. But there's a worse section of the path further on where it's up and down, very thin, sheep's trail type thing. It's very slippery with rocks and tree roots cutting across the path, and that's the worst bit for me. Got to be very careful. The first time I come up here with Jim, a lot of the pathway was covered in water because the river was so high and coming right across here. So there's a part where you've got to cross over two railway sleeper type things, and that was absolutely covered in water. So I'm back to the section where the river goes through the trees, look. Right, so I'll film up until this information board and then I'll stop recording. Come here, son. I'm just trying to take in as much as the countryside as possible for you, so you can see what kind of terrain I'm walking through. With all these old ruins on and slag heaps off the mining industry, made it quite obvious what it was around here years ago. There's an old bit of ruin straight ahead there on top of the hill. So what I'll do is I'll scan my camera over this information board, and if you want to read the information, just pause the video and you take it all in. But there's your marker post there, look, with the yellow arrow on it, and here's the information board. Sir Francis dressing floor. I'll just pan my camera very, very slowly along the words. So like I say, if you want to read the whole lot, just pause the video. Right, so I've just come through a spring-loaded little gate at that wall there, where it's a tight squeeze to get through. There's a couple just passes with their two dogs, and they'll let them go in the water of the river up there. And it's just starting to spit a rain, so I think I'm just going to get back to the car in time before it gets heavy. So I hate these skinny squeeze through the walls. Go on, up. So I'll let him go through first, so I've got room to get through myself. Yeah, I'm getting out for these step-ups, man. Oh, you bugger. I've got to turn sideways to get through them. Right, so there's another information board just here. Big old barn there. So definitely nearly back like. But this is where you cross the stream with those two railway sleeper type things. Right, what we've got here. Come here, son. Gunnerside pasture woodland regeneration. It's funny they put these all on of all the hard work they're supposed to be doing, and that's why they want donations. So it's scamming out of more money. It looks good though. They make a board and tell you what they're doing, you know, what they're doing to preserve the area. Right, so down to the next little spring-loaded gate through the wall to the far side there, and cut through the trees over the stream. Right, so I'll bring you back when I get to the gate.